Shedeur Sanders' momentum hit a sudden snag on Wednesday when the Cleveland Browns announced the rookie quarterback suffered an oblique injury during early practice, forcing him out of the session and putting his availability for Saturday's preseason game against the Philadelphia Eagles in doubt. Sanders, the fifth-round pick who unexpectedly stole the spotlight with a strong showing in Cleveland's preseason opener against Carolina, 14 for 23, 138 yards, 2 TDs, was removed from team activity after the strain occurred during throwing drills, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. Head coach Kevin Stefanski had indicated earlier that Sanders would start Saturday if Dillon, Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett were unavailable, but the oblique issue immediately undercuts that plan and robs Sanders of precious reps in front of coaches and evaluators. Oblique strains vary in severity. Some players bounce back in days, others miss multiple weeks. Teams typically err on the side of caution with upper body core injuries for quarterbacks, since pain and reduced torso rotation can hamper throwing mechanics and risk worsening the injury. The Browns have labeled Sanders day-to-day, but even a short absence is costly for a rookie who entered camp with limited first-team reps and relied on his preseason performance to force a jump up the depth chart. Context matters here. Cleveland's quarterback room is crowded. Joe Flacco remains the veteran presumed starter, while Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel were both in the mix before injuries shuffled the pecking order. Sanders' preseason debut drew national attention and huge TV numbers, which raised expectations among fans and commentators that he could accelerate his path to a larger role. Now, missing the joint practices and possibly the Eagles game means fewer opportunities to show command of Kevin Stefanski's offense in live competitive settings. From a roster-building angle, the injury complicates evaluations but doesn't necessarily decide Sanders' fate. The Browns still must determine how many quarterbacks to carry into the regular season. Sanders offers cheap, controllable team control over multiple years, which could work in his favor if he demonstrates readiness. But that case is strongest when backed up by consistent practice reps and game tape, both temporarily interrupted by this setback. For Sanders personally, the message is simple: recover cleanly and quickly, then pick up where he left off. For the Browns, the decision now becomes managing his workload, protecting his long-term health, and balancing short-term roster needs. Either way, Wednesday's oblique strain is an unwelcome plot twist in what had been a fast-moving preseason story, one that will be measured not just by highlights, but by how the next 2 weeks unfold.